Hi, I'm Jill Chodak. I'm a registered dietitian with the URMC Center for Community Health and Prevention, and it is a new year. And so I know lots of things are swirling around as far as nutrition goes, health, losing weight, all the things. And it kind of can feel a little immobilizing. So what I am here to bring to you today is my sheet pan nachos. I mean, it comes together in like 5 minutes, maybe 10. And it kind of blends all the worlds so that you can start honoring what you want to get what you need for your health rather than what you should do. There are a lot of shoulds out there, and that really doesn't work for anybody, because if you constantly tell yourself you shouldn't have nachos and you like nachos, it's just going to be a constant conflict. And so we all could use a little less conflict in 2023. And so this was my way of pulling back and saying, hey, I want some nachos, but I also know that I need a little bit of fiber if I want my health. And so this is a kind of a way to do that. I also am kind of over the cooking thing during the week after a long day at work. And so, right, because I'm a human too. And so this is how we do it. Sheet pan. Okay, you want it flat because you want these puppies crispy. Preheat your oven to 425, or you can use your broiler, or you can use kind of, if you have a toaster oven, I mean, this is really as simple as it gets. However you want to toast these puppies up, it takes no time. You can also do these in the microwave. Just use a microwave safe plate instead of a sheet pan. But I like the crispiness of a sheet pan. I did not spray it. I just got, I mean, I don't endorse this brand. This is the brand we have. I have scoops. You could do flat ones. I like So Chill. If you're doing low sodium because you have kidney disease or any of those things, hypertension, you could use low sodium chips. These are the ones I got in. We're focusing on fiber, not restriction at this point. And by adding fiber, I'm minimizing sodium. That's the goal. So I'm just hefty layer down on here, okay? Again, this is a meal. This might be a lunch. This might be a dinner. So you're going to want a bunch of stuff. And this is going to be our grain, right? A starcher grain. Next, where's the fiber coming from? Maybe we get 1 gram here. I've got refried beans. Okay, these have 9 grams of fiber per half cup. So you're going to be consuming a bunch of chips. So that would be great to get a half cup of these. And then you meet basically your meal goal of fiber. Beans are a great way to do this. Again, you can get low sodium. You could just use regular drained beans. You could mash up your own beans. This is really easy peasy. And so I'm just taking a spoon and glopping these on. It is not pretty. It tastes delicious. My 11-year-old loves it. So you literally are throwing things onto a sheet pan. Be generous too. I mean, right? We want that half a cup kind of in our life. You could use a spatula. I'm just using my finger. It's tasty. Sometimes they even make the beans with the green chilies, which I enjoy. I just didn't have those in my pantry. This is also really inexpensive, honestly, if you don't feel like going to the grocery store. And if you don't use all the beans, you can use them to make like quesadillas later in the week. Wrap them up. Okay. Next. I like to keep layering on. So we've got just these little sliced olives. This is our personal preference. If you don't like olives, leave them off. Going on, I pre-drain them before the video. Okay, then I do some salsa. This one's particularly watery, so I just cut up a tomato instead, and I'm throwing that on. I like my tomato cooked. You could save the tomatoes to add after if you didn't like it warm. It's totally up to you. Okay. Tomatoes are on. Again, adding fiber, right? We got veggies on here. I do have lettuce that I'm going to add, but I'm going to add that afterward, obviously. Okay, now the cheese. You can get a low fat or a regular cheese, and we're just getting it shredded. I always have shredded cheese in the house just because you never know what you might need it for. You could cut up peppers on here. Jalapenos are great. Here it is, into the oven for about 5 minutes. Watch it. It should get bubbly and crispy on the top, and then you pull it out, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, it's been about 5-10 minutes, and these puppies are done. Look at those gorgeousness. See how it's bubbly? And you're gonna like it different, you know, for each person. But so basically what you can do is you can put shredded chicken on here, leftover meat, leftover veggies, just throw everything on in there. And then you can put, you know, lettuce, right? Throw a wad of lettuce on there, and then how I scoop it, let's see if you can see here, is just use a spatula, and get in there, and you lift it up like this. So kind of like a pie, right? And you just eat it this way. Put guacamole on there, you got fresh avocado, awesome, squeeze a lime juice, great, cilantro, I mean, you can be fancy with it, but honestly, on a weeknight, like, look at it, it looks delicious. Put a little herbs on there, and you're all set. Enjoy this weeknight meal.